Hello and good afternoon. It is, what day is it? It's Thursday, all day. Sorry, I'm a little punchy. I've been writing like crazy the last few days. If you see me in person, please forgive me if I'm a little weird. Writing puts you into a weird headspace. It's you're sitting here with no music on. You're literally in your head all day. Well, not literally in your head, but figuratively in your head all day. And it is quite a cathartic process, I will say. Holy cow. It's great. It's allowing me to go back into moments in my life and be an observer because they've already happened, but also realize what decisions I would have made in those moments. The cool thing is, so far, they're all the same decisions, maybe a little bit of different execution, but definitely the same decisions. So that being said, what I've been writing about today was one of my biggest mistakes. And, well, screw it. I'll give you the abbreviated version. About 10 years ago, actually almost to the day, holy cow, now that I think about it, I was offered an opportunity to work with a world-class business person and real estate investor. He was second in command of one of the biggest real estate names in the world. And I said yes. And long story short, as I'm writing it, I'm seeing that this was actually an amazing experience and one of the most exciting times of my life. But at the time, what happened is I ended up losing $100,000. And it sucked. But right away, it was terrible. With enough time out from it now, I see perspective and the things that it's given me and what I've gained because of it. And that just changes everything about it. I'm still undetermined whether it was a good or a bad thing, to be honest. But I believe that it was a really good thing for me. Now, here's the thing. I screwed up. I took a chance. I didn't know what I was doing. Thought I did my best. And I really loused it up. Lost all my money. Would I make that same decision again? Absolutely. I would do it differently. I would execute it differently, but I would say yes at the same time. And what I'm writing about today really is about when you do screw up, it's okay to screw up. Unless you make an error, like a dramatic judgment in error in judgment, then you're going to be alive no matter what happens. And if you screw up, just admit that you screwed up. That's the biggest thing you can do. One of the challenges I always see, and it seems to be a little more prevalent these days, which is messed up, and I think it's because of people leading by example, whether it's good or bad. A lot of people are not responsible for their mistakes. And that is a mistake. See, here's the thing. We're all right to forgive. We will let people get away with a lot of stuff if they're willing to admit that they were wrong and move on. And yeah, you got to eat a bit of crow and it hurts the ego a bit. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't do it, and people do know that you screwed up, they can't rectify their version of you with the version you're trying to be. They'll never be in your world again. But if you say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I really messed that one up. I shit the bed. I'm sorry. I'll do better and I've learned. Well, then people are pretty forgiving that way. Because we've all screwed up. We've all done dumb things. But we're also willing to, because of that, we're willing to forgive. You just have to admit it. So if you screw up, if you really louse things up, and you think people are not going to be able to forgive you, they are. Just admit it. Say, hey, I screwed up. Own it. Hey, man, I really screwed up. But I won't do it again. And if you give me a chance, I'll prove it to you. I heard a story recently. Gosh, what was it? I don't know. It might have been in Shoe Dog. The story of the guy who started Nike. But somebody really screwed something up. I can't remember what the story is. Anyhow, Guy really screwed something up, lost a whole bunch of money, and went to his boss and said, I'm really sorry, I screwed this up, I lost a whole bunch of money, I know that you can't trust me again. He said, no, actually, the opposite. I'm going to give you the exact same opportunity again because I know this time you won't screw it up. And he never did. I would make that story a whole lot better if I could actually reference where it was from. But, moral of the story, it's okay to screw up. It's how we learn. It's how we grow. It's how we build. It's how society advances. It's not okay to cover it up. So just admit it. If you screw up, tell people you did. Ask for forgiveness. Anyhow, that's it for me today. Sorry coming on a little bit later, but my hands get a little screwy. Not in a bad way. Really good way. Very introspective. Very cathartic. But writing is going well. Excited for the December 1st launch of the book. Pre-launch. Will be available for pre-order then. Definitely going to do it at a discount. Probably about 25% discount. So I will let you know when that happens. I know lots of people have already been reaching out to me telling me they want the book. That's really cool. I think that's awesome. So thank you for your support. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the shares, all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Tells me that I'm doing something good out here. And I hope you're getting as much out of this as I am. Have a fantastic day. Until tomorrow, know that I love you. And I'll see you soon.